TalkFCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys. And coming up in today's video, we are going to be talking transfers, but interestingly enough, this is a completely different transfer video than what we usually do, because in today's video, we are going to be addressing a very different deal, a very interesting deal, and possibly a deal with a lot of relevance in the coming months, because today, we're going to be talking about the curious case of Emerson. It's all coming up. There's lots to discuss. Let's do it. Because right, from the very beginning here, let's look at this deal in its entirety. Because we're here going to talk about the 20-year-old Brazilian defender, Emerson, who incidentally turns 21 just next Tuesday. He's a right-back by trade and one that made his Brazilian debut just back in November. And yet, he's somebody you might not have heard of, and if you have heard of him, maybe you haven't watched him all that closely over the past few months. And it may even come as quite a surprise that right here, we are talking about a Barcelona player. Well, technically at least. But let's start at the beginning, because like I say, this deal needs some explaining, and quite frankly, many of you guys have asked me about Emerson. For months now, I've had questions about who is he going to return to Barcelona, what sort of deal have we got here, and to be perfectly honest with you guys, it's actually taken until now to get full clarity on the situation and exactly what Barcelona's plans appear to be with regard to Emerson, but right now, things do seem more clear. But right, let's start at the very beginning. Last January, Barcelona officially announced the signing of Brazilian right-back Emerson from Brazilian club Atlético Mineiro, and it was a deal there that went slightly under the radar, and perhaps because it was a strange one. Because let me just explain here the terms in which we signed Emerson back in 2019, because Barcelona, being Barcelona, they do like to make things a little bit complicated. We couldn't just go there, pay 12 million euros, which was the transfer fee. We couldn't just go to Atlético Mineiro and pay that full amount, and we have Emerson as a player. No. Why would Barcelona want to make it that easy for us? Because what they actually did there was complete a joint signing of Emerson together with Real Betis. Effectively there, splitting the transfer fee, Barcelona themselves paid 6 million euros and Real Betis paid 6 million euros too, equaling there Emerson's 12 million euro transfer fee. Now, in return for their investment, and as a result there of part owning Emerson for the time being, Real Betis then received Emerson on loan until the summer of 2021. So this is a guy here who's never played for Barcelona. He wasn't really even announced by the club officially and unveiled there in a Barcelona shirt. He went straight on loan there to Real Betis until the summer of 2021. And the agreement basically was that Emerson there would develop in La Liga, that Betis would give him regular game time, that he would be seen there by Barcelona to evaluate what kind of player we've got. And basically the plan was that in the summer of 2021, Barcelona would then pay Real Betis back their half of the transfer fee, which stands at 6 million euros, and Emerson then would become a full Barcelona player, and Betis effectively would have had that loan spell absolutely free. However, things seem to have progressed much quicker and actually much better than Barcelona anticipated when it comes to Emerson. Because since he arrived in La Liga at Real Betis, his form has been nothing short of absolutely excellent there. Because since arriving at Betis last January, Emerson there has made 22 La Liga appearances in that time. He's made 16 appearances this season alone, which means there that he's appeared for 90 minutes in every single one, apart from 3 of Betis' La Liga games this campaign. And in all of those games, his influence going forward in particular, it's there for everybody to see. He's a very attack-minded fullback. He is somebody that in that sense suits Barcelona perfectly. The one thing in his mind is get forward, give us their attacking solutions. And so much so this season, he's actually been one of Real Betis' best attacking players. He's contributed so far this season with 3 goals and 4 assists, and all of that coming from right back in a struggling team in Betis this season. And certainly when you do compare Emerson to our current right-backs, it is very, very interesting. And you do imagine what could Emerson achieve in a really attacking team, in a team there with better attacking players. We'll probably get him into better attacking positions. Because you look at it here, the comparison between Emerson, Sergio Roberto and Nelson Semedo, clearly there, far and away, Emerson, in terms of goals and assists, is way, way ahead of what we've got currently in Roberto and Semedo. And in terms of key passes, passes, which is very, very important there, getting those passes right in the final third. He's very much level with Sergio Roberto in that aspect and well ahead of Nelson Semedo. And also in terms of crosses per game there, he's certainly ahead of the two, just about. And of course, it's not all about the attacking side of the game, particularly there in the right-back area. We need somebody who's good going forward. Emerson so far has certainly shown those signs of being very productive. And to be fair, you watch Emerson, you look at him over the course of the season so far, I wouldn't exactly describe him as the fully finished article. I think there's aspects of his game that certainly need improving. I would look there at the first touch, I would look at the defensive side of the game, all of those things he can improve upon. But look, the guy's 20 years old. He's spending here his first year in Spain. He's going to improve. He is no doubt about it. Going to get better and better and better. And certainly so far, you look at him in terms of the stature of the man, and he does appear to have the perfect blend there of speed, of strength. He's powerful when he's going forward. He's very direct. He's driven in his runs. And like I say, he does attack really, really well for a fullback. And at Barcelona, that's absolutely massive. And of course, the good form this season for Real Betis for Emerson has not gone unnoticed. And even more so, given Barcelona's own instability at right back, we've started to assess our options. We've started to say here, look, we've got this guy under a contract. We can get him back. We're looking at him. Should we now be looking to bring Emerson back to the Camp Nou? And it's not even just Barcelona who are keeping a close eye on Emerson either, because also actually the player himself keeping a very close eye on a return to the Camp Nou. Because towards the end of last year, just after there, he made his Brazilian debut, Emerson was very clear on where he wanted his long-term future to be in the footballing world. He said, I've adapted to Spain excellently, not only on the football field, but also with the food, the people, and the language. A lot of Spain so far reminds me of Brazil. He said, I'm at Real Betis right now, but I'm owned by Barcelona. My dream is to succeed as a Barcelona player, to make history there, and that all starts by winning titles. And in the Spanish media, they do believe that Barcelona are very much intent right now on bringing Emerson back to the club, but the big question is, when is that going to happen? Because like I say, Barcelona could wait until the summer of 2021, as was originally agreed by Real Betis, pay that $6 million and then get him in that original deal. But it seems like right now, Barcelona, they're not going to wait that long. They are not going to wait until 2021, and we could see it happen this year in 2020. And according to reports right now, it could happen this summer, but if it does happen before that agreed time with Betis, we will have to pay. It will cost us. We will owe Betis their compensation for effectively there terminating their loan deal early. And the compensation due, according to reports once again, is anywhere there between 12 million euros to 16 million, as opposed there to the 6 million it would cost us a year later. So to be honest, either way, it's not exactly breaking the bank for a club like Barcelona. If they wanted to get him in now, if they were looking at the summer, they would certainly go down that route and pay the money for somebody right now who looks like an excellent talent. Now in January, it's not going to happen this month. There's no chance at all of signing Emerson in January. We've got Semedo, we've got Roberto, we've got Wage right now as our right backs. But come the summer, things could look very, very different indeed. There's reports already about Nelson Semedo potentially being on his way. Is Roberto going to continue there at right back? Will Wage still be at the club? Could he there be out on loan? Certainly now, in the summer of 2020, Emerson is a genuine option for Barcelona, and that there could be very, very interesting. And what I would say to you guys is, as this season goes on, particularly now when Real Betis are in action, just sit yourselves down, have a little look at him. I've been watching him now for quite a few months, keeping a very close eye on him, looking there at his progress, and just have a little look at him and see if you believe that he fits Barcelona. I'd certainly think in terms of the profile, the way we want our fullbacks to be naturally good going forward, so that it doesn't look forced there, to get yourself into good positions, especially right now. We need somebody on that right side who's going to bomb down the wing. What we've got at the moment is a decent solution. I think Roberto is pretty decent when he plays there. I think Semedo, maybe under a different coach, could be a lot better. But right now, we need some improvements. That would be an area of the team that I would look at over the summer transfer window. But like I say, sit yourself down, guys. Have a little look at him. If you've seen him already, let me know in the comments down below. What do you make of Emerson? Should we bring him back to Barcelona? And if we do want to, should we make that happen in the summer of 2020? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. It is a bit of a different type of video for you today, guys, but nonetheless, I do hope you've enjoyed this one, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see as the season goes on, if these reports continue, and if Barcelona are really serious about signing Emerson. I will see you soon indeed with some more videos, but until next time, As always, Visca El Barça!